Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're here on the level 65, Shadowknight, ROG, Shaman, and we're in the Plane of Tranquility. We're going to work on our next Planes of Power progression flag, which is in the Plane of Earth. So we're heading over there now. A couple updates since the last episode. I got a few more AA points. We're up to 2,933 spent. Let's see. I went back and killed Saru, Lord Inquisitor Saru. Wait, that's the Plane of Water. And was able to kill him, air quote, 2 of 2, or 2 of 4. So I left 2 of the mini bosses up when I engaged Saru, and that means during the fight he gets the worn permanent buff that those 2 bosses have themselves, and also during the fight he summons those guys at specific health intervals. I think it's like, I don't know, 75 and 50%, or I forget. So yeah, managed to kill Saru and 2 of his buddies, and he dropped this Akivan Fragment of Truth. Now I looked this up on eqdb.net, which is the Hero's Journey. We're going to do a non-responding instance. The Hero's Journey database, like search website. And while the item is listed there, there's no link to who it drops from, what the drop percentage is, anything like that. So obviously, I know it drops off of Saru. That's actually the second fragment that I've gotten off of Saru. I got this fiery fragment enchanted version when I killed Saru with one of the mini bosses still up. So, I guess you have to leave at least one up to get one of these or have a chance at one of these. I just don't know what the chance is and whether the chance increases the more mini bosses you leave up when you engage Saru. So we're in the Plane of Earth. Plane of Earth A. There is a second Plane of Earth zone where the main Plane of Earth boss is. I think it's the Wrath Council. So it's like 12 bosses who are like one. But you have to go through this zone to get there. You have to like get a key or something in this zone. I looked at the progression guide, Alt N, in game, and so Plane of Earth A. It says there are ring events, and that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ring events before you do like the main boss of this zone, which ends in a character flag and access to Plane of Earth B. So there's elementals, vines, mud golems, and rock golems. And it says first area near the middle of the zone. Keyholder mob needed to progress to the Franel boss. Recommend doing him first. Keyholder, the middle of the zone, a very large crocodile. You receive a key, allows you to get to the final boss. Okay, I guess we can go kill him. Let's. take a look at the map here. Let's hide those. Where are we? We're here. I think down here is the one they're talking about, the boss. Yeah, it seems like there's a like hidden mobs or like traps or something, and mobs just kind of jump out if you go over a certain area here. Like, yeah, I don't know. Luckily, we're stealthed, so don't really have to worry about getting ambushed. Oh, yep, see this guy? He just popped right out. That's okay. Oh, oh, something saw me. That's alright. We actually want to kill these guys right here. They can drop, I think, where is it? Shattered crystals, which we need to keep to make the Plane of Time key. So let's actually go and gather up. Oh, you know what? When I killed Saru, my pets died from his dot, so I gotta resummon my pets. Cast True Spirit. Sneak Hide. Cast Invoke Death. I went back and killed Carafrim as well, and got a legendary scale, or augment. Where did I put it? I think I put it in my arms. Prismatic scale of haste and casting, legendary. So 5 heal amount, spell damage, some heroic stats, and resists, and spell haste 4. So I stuck that on my Vambraces, which already have Burning Affliction 4, so double focus effect on this one piece of armor. Pretty nice. I finished upgrading this Karana's tier. So I swapped out my old earring, which I think was the Earring of Bashing. Don't remember where I got that one. Shra Temple, maybe? But this one had more hit points and just more stats. Not really. The other one had stats kind of all evenly spread out. This one kind of has bulk stats in certain places, so a little bit of a trade-off. I did lose some AC, 6 AC. The other one was 30 AC. This one's 24. I picked up the Forage AA, so now I have a Forage skill of 50. Starting to collect forage stuff in my bags. Living Fragment of Earth. That's for a quest in the Plane of Tranquility, I think, for a neck piece. And I don't have my AE spell out. I'm getting ambushed by everything here. Well, we'll go with our two-hander and do a little bit of AE through procs, I guess. I don't know what the heck happened there, but we got like shadow stepped or summoned. I don't know. Or the mob shadow stepped, and yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Wave of Cold procs, when they proc, are critting for a little over 3,500. Well, that one's 2,300, but did see a 3,500 in there. Yeah, it's 3,100. I've also been hoarding the trade skill items that I've been getting from my elemental plane ventures to save for trade skilling. Trying to work on getting my trade skills all up to 220 plus, because that's what's needed for the Aid Grimmel quest, which ends in a Signet of Might, among other things, which I think I mentioned in the previous video. But yeah, you got to get all your trade skills up to 220 before he'll talk to you and give you the quest, apparently. This. Did we get? No. I think if I were going to seriously AE a zone, I'd probably go get my pets equipped with these swords, because I'm doing some nice damage. Like, yeah, look at that. 1 proc, 3k across the board to everything around me. You know, if I had that going on with my pets as well, that'd be nice. Could probably take out a whole field of guys in Plane of Fire with that method. At this point, though, I don't really have a desire or need to just kill stuff for the sake of killing stuff. I don't need the AAs. I'm level capped. The AAs I am accruing now, I'm spending on things I don't need. I don't want. I bought appraisal. Uh, and I think it's broken. I don't know. I think I even took the hotkey off my bar. So hotkey it. It's supposed to tell you estimate the selling price of an item you're holding on your cursor. So if I pick up this diamond, for example, selling price is 200. I can see it there. Hang on a second. Pick up one. I'll hit appraisal. Yeah. Unknown spell effect. So yeah, that was a waste of 3 AA points. Probably a bug. But yeah, I doubt I'm gonna bother reporting it. This crystalline shard, is that what we were looking for? No, shattered crystal. That's what we're looking for. me get my AE dot out there. Let's swap out this disease damage over time. Go with, I don't know. Already got our top 6 poison dots out. Bane is good. Maybe we'll do magic. I don't know how the resists on this stuff are. Like, if there's anything in particular that they are resistant to or susceptible to. Well, guess he was low enough for me to assassinate him. Haven't seen that in a while. There's the big crocodile guy. Really big, real big. All right. Oh, I picked up Pact of the Wolf. Turns me into a werewolf guy. You can't really see it. I'm getting like smothered by this alligator. Gives me a buff. Illusion werewolf. And this down here, Pact of the Wolf permanent. But I can't tell what that does. Alright, we got gem etched key. So I think that opens this door here, right? Yep. Okay. So we added that to our key ring. Huh. It's tradable. Alright, now we gotta work on doing the ring events, I think. Which is going to involve killing a bunch of stuff of specific types at different areas. We'll start with this one, I guess. Alright, so my understanding is we kill this stuff around the temple here, and then that guy in the middle activates. Trying to get a avatar proc off of my dagger here, or my spear. Oh, so I looked up the Pact of the Wolf AA, and it gives you Werewolf Illusion, uh, Ultravision, See Invisible, and 60% haste buff. So this actually would have been quite useful early on, as a self-found character when I didn't have access to great gear, great spells, 60% haste, and that would have gone a long way, I think. But now it's just a novelty. I'm at the haste cap. I don't need the haste. Yeah, I don't need the Ultravision, See Invisible. I have them as a warn effect on my helm. So I pretty much just use it for the illusion. Alright, we got an avatar proc there. Let's go with a two-hander for the AE. Switch back to our one-handers. I should probably buff my pets. They don't have even Spirit of the Jaguar. My one complaint about the swarm pets, now that I'm using it again since they fixed the bug where, they would keep you in combat indefinitely, is that they hold aggro. So stuff will like attack the swarm pets, and the swarm pets will attack that stuff, and uh, they will stay out of range of me. Like they won't come for me, so that means I have to go over to them or I have to recall the swarm pats so that I hit them with melee damage. So my power up slot, I'm currently working on upgrading these shark bone plated shoulders. Uh, I'm wearing right now Pauldrons of Seething Darkness, which I think are from Vexthal, if I remember right. Not sure. And they have very good AC on them. Unfortunately, these Sharkbone Pauldrons won't surpass my existing ones as far as AC goes, but these other ones will have better stats aside from that. Like, there's no strength, no heroic strength on the existing ones that I have, and this one over here is going to have like 10 heroic strength. Yeah, more hit points. Yeah, it'll be a dex loss, but only 5, because 20 is like I'm more than 20 over the cap, so just 5 heroic dex I'll lose. And then after that, I picked up this ring, Moss Encrusted Band from Plane of Water, from Hydrotha. It's like a boss in the non-respawning version of the zone. Looks like a kraken, or not a kraken, a kind of looks like a giant squid. Pretty easy. It is a red con at level 65. Not sure what level it is, but I think the only gimmick to that fight is it blinds. I mostly resist the blind. It did get me once or twice, but it's pretty much just stand there, kill it type fight. Alright, what did we get? We got a couple War Drums of the Wrath. Clickable damage over time spell from Bard. Huh, pretty nice. So yeah, I saw somebody link that ring, the Moss Encrusted Band, in OOC chat in game. Somebody was asking like, is this good or why is this good or something, and it has a bunch of heroic strength on it. And I took a look at it. I was like, well, I don't know why it's good, but it's better than what I got, so I'm gonna try to get one. And I did. My next visit to Plane of Water, I killed Hydrotha and got that ring. What are we doing over here? Maybe. Maybe we'll do this one next. This looks like I got a lot of guys here. We're gonna need our two-hander for some AE. Oh yeah. Oh boy. May hurt. We might be taking a trip to the graveyard. Yep. Alright. It's a little too careless there. We'll buff up, get back there, and maybe clear that temple in, I don't know, 4 or 5 pulls instead of 1. Alright, we're back. We were running towards the guys we got killed on, and one of these guys saw our through stealth, and so now we're killing these guys. I think this is one of the other ring event areas in the zone, so we got to do it anyway. Or don't have to. Now that we have the key, I guess we could just go to the main boss of the zone. Well, we'll do this. I did rebuff my pets, so they didn't have any buffs. these guys do well, it looks like an unresistible root of some kind. Alright, so we killed those guys. I guess we gotta kill the guys around the temple too. Alright, let's throw on my two-hander and go... I don't know how many, like which ones. So these ones on like the bottom count? We have to kill those too? I don't know. Like how close to the temple do the mobs have to be for us to need to kill them? Alright, not too bad. The coral hilted talwar, the two-hand sword that I'm using definitely makes killing packs of mobs easier. I don't think I cast my AE dot once on that round. Corpse fix this guy. Where'd he go? There is he. Still can't get him. Yeah. There we go. Alright. The liquefied earth is one of the things needed for the Plane of Time key. Alright, is this guy active yet? No. What do we gotta kill? I don't know. All this stuff, maybe? Oh boy. I can't move. Can't seem to... Alright, gotta switch back to one-handers. Just so I can make sure I can hit things and get life back. Being rooted and not being able to move around to use my two-hander on the guys I want to, it makes it difficult. Alright, I think we're in a better spot. I can probably switch back to the two-hander here. AE. Alright. Okay, we got close to this other area, I guess. Through that. This is not the one we started at. We must have got shadow stepped around enough to get over to here. I would really like to know what is doing that. Like, is it something I'm doing that's making me do that? Is that just like a proc that these mobs have? I don't know. Here, we're gonna take that off because I don't know. On the off chance that that werewolf thing is doing it, because I like never use that, so. I mean, if it continues to happen, then obviously it's not that. Alright, still can't target those guys, so there must be some other things we gotta kill. Yeah, all this stuff. Alright. Alright. Looks like these guys are now ready to be killed. If I remember right, you have to kill them close together, like as far as health goes. Hmm. Or maybe it was something else I was thinking of. Oh, this is a fun one. Looks like we get packs of ads that spawn in large groups as the boss's health drops. They're not really doing enough damage to bother me, but interesting nonetheless. I always wonder how other class combos would handle something like this. You know, like, I don't know, the classes that are mostly single target damage based. Like, I don't know, if you were a rogue, warrior, berserker, you know, I guess you would rely on a weapon like the Coral Hilted Tallwar to help you out here. Which I guess is what I'm mostly doing, and the only thing I'm doing that's different is Infectious Cloud. Alright, what do we get? Legendary, Druid Monk, Beast Lord, Wrist. Alright, so I think that's 2 of the 4 ring events. I think we had started 2 of the other ones, the Rock Golem guys and the Vine guys, and got teleported around enough to end up here. So we'll have to find our way back to those ones. There. Or maybe we did do this and didn't realize we killed the boss. I don't know. Okay, so it's definitely not the werewolf thing that was causing me to teleport around. I wonder if there's a message I'm missing in chat somewhere in my combat log or something else that's saying, like, you got teleported. Entwood earring. Okay. Pet swarm, hold on. Pet, hold on. Pet assist off. Okay. We're gonna try to pull a big pack of these guys. And hopefully, pets don't stop them. Okay. Try to heal. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna do... Let's wait for it, wait for it. Wait till we start losing some health here. Like counterattack at some point. Alright, we're gonna go... Counterattack. Alright, counterattack is down. Trying to get a AE dot on them. Did not get it off. Okay, we got it off there. Heal over time. Also going to try and throw up a Bond of Death to get another heal over time on myself. There we go. This is going much better than the first time around. Alright, those guys just went active. Looks like a bunch of redcons. trying to get my disease dot on them, but they're pretty resistant. Looks like I got it on at least one of them. Okay, we got a few. Not sure if this is the boss of the event or if there's another one. I guess we'll find out. My pet's Lotus Spine proc just crit for 1900. That's the weapon from the Plane of Water with the 450 direct damage proc. Alright, so this area is clear. This area is clear. And this area is clear. And then there's this one. It looks like we cleared that too. Only seeing trash left. And then the boss of the zone is somewhere in here, I think. Down through this door in these tunnels. Should be over here. Although, I don't know. I would expect it to be a redcon on the map. Maybe we gotta kill some more stuff out here? Let's look at the guide again. So we killed the key holder. We did the rock golems. We did the mud golems. We did the vines. Elementals. I think we did the elementals too. Mystical Arbiter of Earth. We did kill him. I think, right? Key. See if passkey of the 12 is on my keyring. I don't see it. Yeah, we definitely did this, and that's where Perfected Warder of Earth spawns. What is the name of that guy again? Mystical Arbiter of Earth is what we're looking for. Where does he spawn? Oh. Did we need to kill this guy? Oh, we killed the boss on that one. I don't know. I guess I'll try to go south and... Wait. Two of these guys just spawn? I see one up there and one in here. That's one weird thing, or different thing I've noticed about this zone. Let's see, Club of Stone. Effect Waves of the Deep Sea. Oh, that's a cold-based slow. Not bad. Just walking around, or like stealth around, seems to trigger stuff, and that stuff that gets triggered can include named mobs like this. Like you saw, I just walked past two spots and apparently made two named mobs pop. It's pretty nice. Apparently there's traps here. Okay, we just found a named, I guess, a perfect rock formation. Range slot. Not too great. No AC, bunch of hit points, some stats. Looks like we just triggered another named Glimmerstone. So I guess we'll grab him. What is this? What do we got? Great Lance of Stone. Nice damage. Alright, so another named Glimmerstone again. Okay. Another Great Lance of Stone. Now it says this is where the guy we want spawns. Maybe we gotta kill these guys? don't see him. So yeah, I don't see the guy we need. I was rereading the guide, and it says he will spawn when all 4 of the ring events are done. So maybe I missed something to do with the ring events. I'm gonna pause, go take a look, maybe kill some extra trash just to see if that helps at all. And we'll resume once we hopefully get this boss to spawn. Alright, I was wandering through the tunnels, ended up triggering some traps, and now I got a large pack of mobs, so I figured I would resume the video since this could end poorly. I did end up with 2 Redcon named mobs in the pack of trash here. We got this rogue dagger. Oh, it's a rogue swarm pet. That's funny. Backstab 10%. Wonder if that increases if it gets to legendary. Sharp gem formation. Yeah, this is still at 10%, so probably not. Primal Mask of the Earth Crafter. Improved healing 4. Okay. Not a bad haul off of that one. Alright, we'll pause again and I will resume once I have something new to report. Alright, got myself in trouble again. 2 Redcon named mobs, it looks like, and stuff that roots, so bad combination. Although it looks like we're doing okay. Okay, here comes my army of swarm pets to save the day. Alright, took care of that. Alright, gotta scout around some more, check out those ring event areas, and I'll keep an eye out for the boss that we're looking for. Alright, I found myself a little more trouble here. Got a large pack of mobs following me, including what looks like maybe a Redcon. Not doing so hot on health here. Trying to get a heal over time and a direct heal off. Alright, and hopefully go to town on these guys. Alright, we survived yet again. So far, I don't see a redcon down there, so I'm gonna keep uh, trying to clear out stuff up here. Maybe something that's still alive in this area is supposed to trigger the thing down there. Alright, we're being chased again. Um, there's a named here. Prismatic Basilisk. And maybe this guy, the Living Earth. That kind of looked like he's named. Maybe a third one in there. A monstrous earthwork. He's a redcon. Alright, looks like our bags are full. Let's use this poison. Use that bag. There we go. Alright, still don't see the name down there. I mean, we are in non-responding instance. Pretty much everything up here is dead. Oh. Okay. Looks like we missed the actual name up there in the northwest. I think the labels on the map are hiding it or something. Or I thought I went up there and looked. Maybe something we killed in one of those packs of mobs triggered it. There we go. Throw in our AE sword again. Try to kill these guys real quick. I wish there were a way that I could swap my pets' weapons as easily as I can swap my own. The only way I can think to do that would be to sacrifice 2 of my inventory bag slots and carry around my pet bags, which, I don't know, I kind of need the inventory space. So yeah, for now, the pet bags live in the bank, my bank, and if I want to change out stuff for them, I need to venture to the bank. It would be nice for situations like this where I could change the pet's weapons from single target to AE. Monstrous Mudwalker. Can see how many debuffs I've got on. Oh wait, that's myself. Can see how many debuffs I got on the boss there. Pretty much all dots. Alright, so this. Let's collect our spoils. Two bone, silver ornament, all. Speed of Seleucic, 18% haste on detrimental spells. Okay, and then hopefully, if we check the map, I see a redcon down there. That's what we're looking for. Oh, that was a task to get that to spawn. I'm gonna take a jaunt down this other hallway. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Let's get another named mob to spawn. Seems like in this area, the way to get them to spawn is to trigger the traps. I don't know if triggering the trap always spawns a name, but seems to be frequent at the least. And it seems like you could potentially have 2 or more of the same name mob up at the same time. When I was running around out in the open area out there, triggering traps and gathering packs of mobs to kill, I definitely had multiple of at least 2 different bosses attacking me at the same time. Looks like another trap over here, maybe? Or is it here? Yeah, okay. No names on that one. Although maybe that wasn't named. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Alright, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, no swarm pets. I was reading those lines as pet responding to my command, but it was basically just saying you don't have a pet. Let's see, pet swarm attack. Oh, yeah. Nope. Maybe. Well, I do have some swarm pets. I don't know why it's like telling me I don't. Maybe I'm just using the wrong command. Okay, this big guy, Mystical Arbiter of Earth, is what we need for flagging to go in there, which is Plane of Earth B, I think. There is another way to zone into Plane of Earth B. You don't have to come here every time. I think it's right at the zone in of Plane of Earth A. Yes. Yeah, so once you zone in from Plane of Tranquility to Plane of Earth A, you can then hop over to Plane of Earth B. And there might even be some place outside of Plane of Tranquility that you can go in. I'm not sure. Alright, we hopefully don't need the AE dot anymore. Damage over time. Let's go Cascading Darkness. That's a long damage over time spell, so I'll try that. Okay. Load them up with some dots. Yeah. More dots. I got a couple more for him right there and there. Okay. And then we can probably do more damage. The Dooming Darkness. Yep. Times here. Engulfing Darkness. Yep. Alright, we got a character flag. We got another AA point. We're up to 35 banked. I don't think we need to hail this guy. Hail. Yeah, no, already spoken. Let's check the loot. We got Rune. It's level 65 spells. Aegis of the Earth, Warrior Shield, and Earring of Living Earth. All earring. Not too bad. Okay. That guy was pretty easy, even compared to some of the other bosses in this zone. Check this out. Okay, we did Key Boss. We did the big crocodile guy, alligator guy. We did Rock Golem event, Mud Golem event, Vine event, Elemental event. And then we did a Mystical Arbiter of Earth here. We got our character flag. And Passkey of the 12 on our keyring. I'm not sure if I caught that one. Character flag. Guess we should check our keyring. Keys. I don't see it, but maybe if we zone in. Key. Yeah, I still don't see it there. So hopefully we didn't do something wrong. But yeah, this is the Plane of Earth B. So this will be our next episode. We're not going to try and do this right now. Let me zone out. Entering Plane of Earth A. Okay, and make sure I can zone into B again. Okay, so I don't know about keyring. I don't see it on my keyring, but I appear to have access to the zone now. So, keyring or not, we did what we needed to do. This is going to be the final zone before we hopefully make it to the Plane of Time. I've actually already done some of this stuff. The Wind Glaze, Magma Glaze, and Aqua Glaze I think I've already done. I have them here. Wind Glaze, Magma Glaze, Aqua Glaze. I still need to do the Earthen Glaze because I haven't gotten a Shattered Crystal yet. I'll have to sort through my bags in a bit and make sure I don't sell it if I did pick up one. And then, yeah, once we get that, we would combine those 4 glazes to create a multi-element glaze, and then looks like we're going to do a little bit of pottery. Not too bad. Really looks like it won't be a problem for us. We just got to work on getting that piece from Plane of Earth, the Shattered Crystal. And obviously, before we do that, we have to do this zone, Plane of Earth B. So that'll probably be our next one. In the meantime, I may go back to Plane of Earth A, try to get one of those Shattered Crystals that we need for the glaze, for the Plane of Time key. And obviously I gotta sort through my bags, vendor a bunch of stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the long-ish episode. Not as long as some, but longer than I like to make them. Thanks for exploring Plane of Earth A with me. Thanks for your patience in figuring out those ring events. I don't know what happened with that last one. I must have missed a single mob in what I thought was wandering trash and not got the elemental guy to spawn when I thought we had. But we figured it out. We got the final boss dead. He was kind of a pushover. Um, didn't really get any loot that we needed. I think most of the stuff we got, some of it was nice, but I don't think any of it was an upgrade. Pretty neat sharp gem formations, which are that seems to be a theme in some of the planes of power. Elemental plane zones is that I think I have no. In the plane of water, there's a 200 sword which has a proc to summon Shadowknight swarm pets. In the plane of earth, there's a fist weapon that summons monk swarm pets. Also in the plane of earth, there's apparently a dagger that spawns rogue swarm pets. I wonder where else and what else has swarm pet weapons. Maybe we'll hit some things with these and see what the swarm pets look like if we can get them to. Okay, there they are, or at least I thought that was one. I thought the little fire proc animation was the swarm pet spawning. Can't tell. Maybe they just do not proc frequently. Wonder if they have like a negative proc rate on them. Nope, proc mod 10 on that one at least. Oh, okay. Well, we got the shattered crystal that we needed for the earth glaze for the plane of time key. Nice. Alright. I want to see the rogue swarm pet, so there it is. There it is. There's a couple of them right there. EverQuest OG's Call of the Assassin, and they are wielding Ragebringers. Uh, so they're like Shadowman pets, basically just invisible pet wielding a weapon. Um, if I remember right, that's what happens with the Shadowknight Swarm Pet weapon, the two-hand weapon too. They spawn. They're like invisible pets, and they wield the Shadowknight Epic in Orc's Curse. So probably the coolest looking one. You can barely even notice the rogue one there. Oh, am I? Oh, I got foraged food on my cursor, so I couldn't loot stuff. Yeah, there he is. I wonder how much damage they do. It's hard to tell in all that spam. Animated corpses doing plenty of damage. Call of the Assassin hits for 346, 247. Not too bad. Definitely not going to use those weapons over what I already have, though. Alright guys, for real this time, that's it. No more. Next time, this zone, Plane of Earth B, we will hopefully kill the Wrath Council, which I've only done a handful of times, 20, 25 years ago, whenever it was. Should be fun to revisit that. No major character changes this episode. Got a bunch of AAs, but I'm not even counting anymore. I'm just dumping them into stuff just to get rid of them. Yeah, here. We'll finish Hasty Exit. I bought Escape, the rogue, like, feign death or fading memory type ability. It wipes your aggro off of, like, anything that is attacking you. NPCs forget about you, basically. And I've not used it. it's not something I need to use. It's something I waited to 2,900 AAs to buy, and so yeah, now I'm spending points on Hasty Exit to decrease the reuse time on an ability that I have never used. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Any of the new subscribers, new viewers, thanks. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Feel free to leave comments. Drop a like. That goes a long way. And until next time, take care.